My dearest brothers and sisters, this is 𝐒𝐿 speaking. I greet you in peace and love. In several previous messages, we have advised you to regularly talk to your soul and to ask your soul for advice whenever you are unsure what you should do. From our perspective, your soul is the best guide you have. If your soul says something that contradicts anything we're saying, please listen to your soul. We advise you to listen to your own soul over anything and anyone else. Today I would like to go in depth about how you can actually talk to your soul. I will give you a few steps that can help you do this for the first time. Eventually you will not need these steps and you can just think, my soul, what should I do today? But when starting out, these steps are helpful. These steps probably will not immediately work for everyone. If they do not work for you, don't worry, you are not broken. In this case, it's just a matter of doing some more general spiritual work first and then eventually trying this again. Everyone has the capability to talk to their soul. The first step is optional. You will not need to do this first step once you are used to talking to your soul. But this first step is helpful if you are starting out. This step is quiet your mind. There are many ways to do this. One way to do this is to repeatedly neutrally observe any thoughts and feelings that come up without judging or trying to change or suppress them. This way your mind will slowly become more still. Often, the things that are brought to your conscious attention are thoughts or feelings that your subconscious thinks you should be consciously aware of. If you've observed it sufficiently without judging it or trying to change it or suppressing it, which may take more than one time, it will generally be resolved and it will stop coming up. Another useful way to quiet your mind is to have a good planning system, so that thoughts like, oh, I still need to do this thing will not come up, because everything is already scheduled. A useful concept here is to never allow anything to be in the "I'll do this someday" category. If a new task comes up, immediately schedule it or do it right then. Short tasks should often be done immediately, or delegate it, or decide you simply won't do it, or put it on a to-do, review me monthly list. And then also schedule that you will review that list monthly. Also, it's good to initially brainstorm every task you still need to do and either schedule them, do them immediately, delegate them, decide not to do them, or put them on the review me monthly list. Simply never allow there to be a task that's in the "I want to do this someday" category. Another way of quieting your mind is breathing deeply and slowly, perhaps with one hand on your stomach and one on your heart. You may also have personal ways of stilling your mind that work well for you. Once you are sitting comfortably with a quiet mind, the second step is to say or think, "My stomach, what do you want to eat next meal?" Then listen. The very first thing that comes up is the answer from your stomach. It will answer in your regular inner voice, but the answer will be from your stomach. This is you telepathically talking to your stomach, which has a consciousness of its own. However, the answer from your stomach won't feel like telepathic contact, even though it is. It will just feel like your inner voice talking to you. Believe that the inner voice answer is actually from your stomach. Don't overthink it. Don't start rationally thinking about if this really was the answer from your stomach. Just ask the question, listen to the very first thing that comes up, and that's your answer. That's it. If you don't hear anything in this step or in next steps, then I would advise you to just keep doing general spiritual work and to try again in perhaps half a year or so. 𝐏𝐞𝐸 and I have given a number of suggested spiritual practices in our Path series, such as 𝐏𝐞𝐸, the breathing path, and 𝐏𝐞𝐸, the observation path. In the meantime, you can still get guidance from your soul by following your intuition, which comes from your soul. Although don't confuse emotional or egoic preferences for intuition. The third step is to think or say, "My heart, what do you think I should do today?" Again, listen to the very first thing that comes up. Finally, the fourth step is to think or say, "My soul, what do you think I should do today?" Again, listen to the very first thing that comes up. And again, this will probably not feel as earth-shaking as perhaps you had imagined it would be. But it is real. And that's it. If you get an answer in step 4, you have officially talked to your own soul. Congratulations, relatively few Earth humans have ever achieved this. Being able to talk to your soul is incredibly useful. From my perspective, it is your ultimate guide. It may be smart to hang a note somewhere in your living space to remember to talk to your soul at least every week, and possibly every day if you feel like it. Your soul can give you incredibly useful advice because it knows you completely, it is you, and it can observe what things are likely to happen in the future. Your soul is also very happy to be able to talk to you. Imagine being your soul and having to watch the earth aspect of yourself often make choices that you know are not optimal, and not being able to directly talk to your earth aspect. So don't worry about bothering your soul, it will always be happy to talk to you. You can even ask it for advice on what you might consider to be trivial matters, such as should I buy apple juice or pear juice? In fact, asking your soul for advice on trivial matters can help you build up confidence in the answers from your soul, so that when you have to make more important choices, you can just choose whatever your soul advises you and be at peace with that. This will both lead to better choices and a huge amount of peace of mind. You will likely find in time that following your soul leads you to better outcomes than following your rational mind or following the advice of friends. Your soul may not always steer you in the direction that's most comfortable, but it will steer you in a direction that is best for you. Most often, following your soul will lead you to becoming happy. And if your soul suggests that you take a seemingly challenging path, you can be assured that you will be able to handle these challenges. Your soul is part of you. It will not suggest that you attempt something that you are unable to accomplish. If you still think that you won't be able to do what your soul suggests that you do, then perhaps you think too lowly of yourself. 2 good questions to ask your soul are to think or say, "My soul, what should I do today?" Or, "My soul, how am I doing overall?" But you can talk to your soul about anything, and you can ask it anything. Again, once you are used to talking to your soul, you don't need the aforementioned 4 steps, and you will also be able to do this even in, say, a crowded room. You can just say or think, my soul, ask your question, and then listen to the very first thing that comes up in you. That's it. With that, I will leave you for today. I hope you will try this out. If you do, I would love to read in the comment section if this is working for you. With love, your star brother, 𝐏𝐞𝐻.